Hi, this is Ginger for another ScrapbookPal.com video. This is a project we're going to make today. Today we're going to be using the brand new Avery Elle Sweet Swines stamp set and the coordinating dies. We're also going to make a shaped card. So what I've got is a Lawn Fawn dotted circle die, the largest one. And you're going to take your 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 folded card base and just adhere the die to the top, leaving a space. So that way you have a circle card base. And now we're going to use the next size in, and we're going to cut some ivory cardstock so we can decorate the inside of the card. So I went ahead and die cutted this just to save some time. I'm going to use some wet adhesive and apply the first layer onto the inside of the card. It leaves a nice little space all the way around. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the Lawn Fawn Peacock ink, and there's some cute little stars on the stamp set, and I just went ahead and placed them randomly on my block. And we're going to take the ink and go ahead and ink up the stamp. And then we're going to just stamp it up in the upper right hand corner, just like that. So now we're going to add another sentiment to the inside. And again, it's going to come from the same stamp set. And it says, "This calls for a cake." So we're going to stamp this in some jet black ink. I'm just going to use the other side of my block here. Go ahead and ink up the stamp. And stamp it right there in the middle and leave a little space so you could sign your name or whatever other greeting you want to add. So now we got the inside done, we're going to go ahead and work on the outside. So what I did is I went ahead and die cut another white circle from that same die. And then I wanted some scallops, so I used some raspberry cardstock and die cut a scallop. And then I did one more layer of the next size down on the same die set that we're using here for our scallops. And I used the spring fling paper for the pattern paper here. So I'm going to layer the raspberry cardstock onto the white with some wet adhesive. And then I'm going to take the design paper here and add that again on top of the scallop circle using some more wet glue. And then what we want to do is we want to make a little ground here, or a little floor for the cute little pig to stand on. So I'm going to use the same blue that I used for my cardstock. And I'm going to take the same size die that I used for the pattern paper and just kind of line it up there and figure out how tall I want my floor. And just kind of eyeball it there, hold it down, and then I'm just going to die cut that section there. So now I want to go ahead and it looks a little plain, so we're going to take those same stars that we used on the inside of the card. We're going to ink them up again with the Peacock ink. And we're just going to stamp those along the bottom of that little section of the blue cardstock, just to add a little more interest to the card. So we're going to stamp it a couple of times, just randomly, and turning the stamp block every which way until we get it filled up. And then I'm thinking I don't want to stamp on my table, so we're going to get a piece of paper here so we can do stamp off a little bit on the cardstock. So one more time should do it. And there we have cute little star black background. So now we're going to just glue that right down at the bottom. That's going to be the little floor to ground our cute little peg that we're going to put on the front. So I'm going to add that with wet adhesive. And now we're going to add that to the front of the card, again using some more wet glue. And now we have the front of the card all ready to go. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp our images. We're going to use the cute little birthday peg, the standing one, super cute. So we're going to use that. We're going to use the cute little birthday cake, the balloons, the little party hat, and the present. And we're going to stamp that onto some Nina Solar white cardstock, and we're going to use the Lawn Fawn jet black ink because it's Copic friendly. And we're going to stamp those down a couple of times, make sure we get a good impression. Now we're going to go ahead and, since we got the Misty out, go ahead and stamp our greeting. We want to heat emboss the greeting, so I'm going to take the the EK Success powder tool and just run that over the black cardstock. My cute little sentiment says yippee, and again, that's from the same stamp set. I'm going to stamp that with some Versamark sticky ink right there. And we're going to go ahead and hold the paper down here so it doesn't shift. Ink up the stamp. And then we're going to take the Lawn Fawn white embossing powder. And we're going to go ahead and heat emboss our cute little sentiment here. I'm going to heat that up really quick with the heat tool. Dump the rest back in the jar. I like to heat it from the back first just to help maybe the paper not warp as bad, and then go ahead and heat the front side to melt the embossing powder. Now we're going to take one of the Lawn Fawn Everyday Sentiment banner dies, and we're going to go ahead and die cut that cute little sentiment out. And then we can trim off any excess. I want my sentiment just to be kind of small. So we're going to die cut that out, trim off the excess. Now we're going to grab our Copic markers and we're going to color our cute little pegs. Those are the Copic markers that I used, and they'll be listed down below as well. So I want to start with the aqua colors. I'm using my lightest color. It's going to be B10, and I like to wet my paper first, so I use the light color first and then I go back in with the shadows. So BG10 is the first color, and then I'm going to take BG10 and go ahead and color everything that I want to use the light color on, and I'm going to do the present, and I'm going to the candles, and then I'm going to take the BG13, which is my darkest. I'm just going to color around the edge here on the left side, adding in the shadows. Same with the polka dots on the cute little present, since they're so small. And then we're going to take the BG11, which is the mid-tone, and just blend a darker one into the center on that balloon. And then same with the polka dots on the present. Just color those in. And then I'm going to go ahead and maybe make the party hat striped as well. We're going to use that same BG11. And I'm going to go back and add some more BG15. I'm going to make the scarf on the cute little pig. That's going to be my darkest shade. And then I got BG11 just to blend that in. I'm just going to use two colors on the scarf. It's so small. Next, what we're going to use is we're going to use the pinks, and I'm going to use R85, 83, and 81. R81 is my light color. I'm going to color the balloon just like I did the aqua one. Using the light color to color the whole balloon. And I'm going to make the cute little trim pink. And I'm going to do pink on the other stripes here on the party hat. And then we're going to go ahead and go back in with the R85 for the shadow. And then the mid-tone is R83, which I'm going to blend that out. I've got to turn my paper here a little easier for me. And leave a little light space and go ahead and use that R83 on the package as well as the cute little party hat. And then I'm thinking I want pink frosting on my cake, so we're going to go ahead and use that R83 and add that, and then go back with the R85 and just add a little shadow right where the edge of the frosting is, and maybe add a little bit more to darken up the ribbon. I'm going to try to blend that out a little bit on that frosting. Same with the ribbon on the package, and add a little bit more dark to the party hat. All right, we're going to finish up the cake. I'm going to use Y21 and Y23. It's going to be vanilla cake. So we're going to go ahead and color the light one in, and then I'm going to add the dark one because it's so small. And we're going to use the Y23 as well on the flames of the candles. Go back and try to blend that out a little bit more with the Y21. And we're going to add a little bit of Y21 to the top of the party hat. Now we're going to color the pig, and I'm going to use YR01 and YR02. I'm only going to use 2 colors for the body of the pig. Again, I'm going to color with the light first, just to wet the paper. It helps it blend a little easier, or at least it does for me. And we're just going to go ahead and color the pig in sections here with the light color first, where I'm going to add the dark shadows. And now I'll take then the YR02 and darken it up underneath the scarf and along the sides, and just flip towards the center where it'll get lighter. And his little legs. And then same with his ears from the bottom, and just lighten up as it goes up. And then on his snout, I'm just going to color his snout with the YR02 as well. And then I'm going to go back with the YR01 and blend in the YR02 a little bit more. Same with the body, just bring those into the center so you don't see too much of a line between there. And for his little hooves, we're going to use, I'm going to take some R20 here and add some little rosy cheeks, because you know why not? He's happy. He's celebrating birthdays. All right, so for the hooves, we're going to use some warm grays. I've got W7 for the dark part, just along the top edges. And then I'm going to use W5 for the rest, and just blend that down. And there we go, really cute. Now we're going to take the coordinating dies and die cut the cute little pig and all the other elements out with the coordinating dies. You can hold them down with some low-tack tape. And we're going to run those through the die cut machine. And now we're going to add our cute little elements to the front of our card. I'm going to use foam adhesive on everything because why not? So I've got some foam adhesive. I'm going to cut little strips to add to the backs of his legs. I probably go overboard on my foam adhesive, but I just want to make sure that nothing bends. So I'm cutting little strips for his legs and his arms. And that to the back. And then a big piece in the middle of his body. And then some more foam for the top. And then I want to attach the balloons to the back with a little bit of glue first. See if I want to trim some of that off. The string might be a little long. So I'm just going to add a little bit of wet glue here and attach the cute little balloons to the back. Yep, I'm thinking it's a little bit, turn it the other way, trim a little bit off because the strings are just a little too long. I don't want it hanging over the card too much. And now I'm going to add some foam squares to the back of the balloons. And we're going to take the backing off the foam adhesive. That cute little peg right to the center of our card. He's all cute looking there. Now we're going to go ahead and add his little party hat to the top. And again, I'm using some little foam squares. And then we're going to add the cute little cake. And I'm going to add a little dot of glue there. And then a foam dot on the other side. So he's holding the cute cake. He's getting ready to celebrate. And what's a birthday without presents? So we're going to add some more foam to the one side and then add a little wet glue to the other side. And right there. Looks super cute. And then we're going to add our sentiment. We're going to add again some more foam adhesive squares to the back of that. Remove the backing from the adhesive and add our cute little sentiment right below the balloons. I love it. He's saying yippee. Now, we're going to take the Lawn Fawn glitter pen, which is one of my favorites now, and we're going to, add a little sparkle here to the balloons and the candle flames, and then, the party hat has to be sparkly, and we might as well add some to the cute little polka dots on the present while we're at it. And oh yeah, a little bit of frosting has to have a little sugar glaze on there. Let's add a little more because we can. And oh wait, let's put a little glitter on his little cheeks. All right, there you go. That's our cute little card using the brand new Avery Elle Sweet Swines stamp and die set. There you have it. Thanks for watching.